If you thought Kala cotton was a black colored cotton, then this reel is for you. For a major part of our history, India was not famous just for our weaves. We were famous for our cottons also. Lot of pockets of India, including Rajasthan, Gujarat, Andhra, Tamil Nadu, Bengal, we all had our own indigenous cottons. They were so coveted across the globe. Definitely, yes. The British government played a major role in killing most of these crops because they wanted longer staple cotton that can be then woven on their power looms. At the time of independence, around 1947 to 1950, we still had about 95% of our cotton consumption was of indigenous cottons itself. As of today, it is less than 1%. One variety that has escaped its death is the Kala cotton. Now, Kala cotton has survived despite East India Company's force, despite a lot of our own guys turning towards powerloom long staple cotton. Now, why is Kala cotton important? Now, what is the importance of having something indigenous is it is adapted or suited itself to the weather, the climate, the water availability, everything. Now, for give you a comparison, today to make one t-shirt, we spend about 3000 liters of water. Globally, to make 1 kilogram of cotton, we spend about 10,000 liters of water. In India, in fact, they say the number can also be almost double because of our practices in which we don't recharge our waters or we don't reuse the water. Now, Kala cotton or such indigenous materials amount is actually around 1000 to 1500 liters only. As I mentioned, Kala cotton comes from Kutch in Gujarat, and that region is famous for its handwork, be it basic handwork, be it elaborate mirror work, be it beautiful handlooms. They have it all. The combination of a Kutch handloom and a Kala cotton is something you cannot miss. In fact, they even weave it like this. So, for instance, if you look at this sari, this is a tussar silk and a Kala cotton combination. Another thing we should never forget is the more we return towards indigenous methods, and in fact we combine our understanding of technology with the indigenous methods, the less our dependency on fertilizers, pesticides will become, and that will in turn lead to a much more sustainable lifestyle. As I always say, there is nothing we can do sustainable anymore. Every breath we take, every food we consume, every garment we drape is unsustainable. But having said that, we can become a little better at this, and Kala cotton is one way you can achieve that. So if you look at the cost perspective, if it is going to be a pure Kala cotton and a handloom, please ensure that it only is coming from Bhuj or Kutch in Gujarat. It cannot come from anywhere else, then it is not pure. Something like that will cost you around 7500 as a ballpark figure. Now, if you look at a combination of it with a tussar silk or a mulberry silk or something, a raw silk or any new idea, that can cost you up to 10 to 14,000 rupees. You can always choose to buy just one, but something like this.